So, day 2. It's a little cray-cray right now, obviously. City nuts with people. Hello, sir. I'm filming myself. What do you want? It's likely to happen. I'm about to go into the Scottish National Gallery. So I think I'm just going to try and escape the crowds mostly today until I have to meet up with a friend Ben to see him in his show. Then I'm probably going to get some drinks. But I want nothing more than to escape all this madness. It's really funny because you can tell the locals from the out-of-towners, those who wait to cross the street. Luckily I've been in the UK for a while, so I know which direction to look. This should be an interesting day. So I don't always do videos in museums because I don't want to disturb anyone's appreciation of art, but I did have a lot of fun looking at all the different artworks, seeing what drew me, and then creating funny captions for anything that struck my fancy. Like this interesting guy right there. And for some reason I really liked this one, but it was mainly because of the caption and the plaque that came along with it. Okay, so I'm going back to my B&B to change my bag out because this isn't working for me, but it is crazy right now in Edinburgh, as you can imagine. It's absolutely nuts. I may never come again during this time, but I'm actually very shocked to see so many families around here because it's mostly Fringe and there's other stuff going on, but who says like, hey honey, let's take our little one to see a bunch of pretentious theater shows with a lot of dirty humor, which, you know, isn't all of them, granted, but I'm sure some of them are lovely. But I mean, poor kids. Okay, note about the pretentious theater shows comment. I only say that because I'm a theater person and I know the type. And all of us are prone to think we are geniuses. Okay, so I'm here with Ben. We're here at the Edinburgh Fringe Festival, and Ben here was in a show, and he's very tall, so it's hard for me to hold the camera. We're gonna keep walking. The idea is to walk these videos, Ben. He does talk, too.
I do talk. Hello.
But
hello,
that's
Cassie's fan group and followers.
I don't have a fan group. You make me seem so cool.
I know. Well,
He's the one here with a show. Like, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, and I have international fans.
That's
Travel
me.
all the way from America.
I did all just to see him.
me.
So Ben, now that you've done your show, how do you feel about your accomplishments so far?
I feel pretty happy.
That's
I'm going to crouch a bit more.
how tall are you, Ben?
I am 6'1".
6'1", great.
Yeah. For the shows, we haven't had a bad audience yet. They're loving it. Wrestling Mania.
It's pretty funny because Ben plays a crazy wrestler in the show who is the exact opposite of his actual...
The Mark.
The Mark. Can you show us a bit about what the Mark is like?
The Mark essentially is a cocky weirdo. He wears pink Speedos, as shown.
Yeah, Ben here was in a... You don't...
As shown here.
Yep, there it is.
Pink
there it is.
Speedos. How you
So
doing?
I got...
Wear the pink Speedos, I
Yep.
strut my stuff. You don't mess with the Mark, basically.
That's it. Yep. So if anyone is at the Edinburgh Fringe Festival,
if you're around here, come and catch it on between now and the 18th.
There it is.
1:50 at the Silk Nightclub. It's been a pleasure to be featuring in this celebrities video. I mean, the show's one thing, but this is really the next step up.
There you go. There you have it, everybody. So Silk Theatre, Edinburgh Fringe Festival through when?
Edinburgh.
Through when?
Between the 5th and the 18th.
There we go. Great job, Ben. So sadly, I only made it to one museum today because most of them close at 5, and it's almost 6. But I finished up with my friend Ben, and he gave me an app to download that has a bunch of other free Fringe shows, which go till all hours of the night, luckily. So I'm gonna cruise around the botanical garden here until they close for a bit. There's an experimental garden over there, which I think it's still pretty young. It's still figuring out who it is. It's just experimenting. So I'm gonna spend some time here, head back to my Airbnb, charge my phone, and then plan my night. It's my last night in Edinburgh. No, really, like, look at this. This is the Scottish heritage part of it, I think. I think I'm gonna go up this rock pathway here because it looks like it rocks. I'm so tired. Worth it. I got a lovely view of the garden house behind me, and then I've got this lovely view of the city. And it's nice too because it is packed tight in city center right now. So this is a nice oasis away from all the craziness of Fringe. So as we all know, John Muir was from Scotland. So they have this grove of sequoias dedicated to John Muir. I feel like I'm home. Look, my own little personal grove of California sequoias. I don't consider myself a tree hugger, but I've never been more inclined to hug a tree right now. I think I'll just stay here for a little while. So, it's my last night here in Edinburgh, and I got me a fire going because I couldn't go anywhere else when I got back today. Also, I have my notebook here, so I think I'm going to write that poem I was thinking about for the guest book and just relax, maybe drink more tea, because fire and tea is always a good combination. So tomorrow morning I fly out, head back to Leicester, get back to my dissertation, and back to the rest of my life and my time here left in the UK. But I've really enjoyed my time in Edinburgh. I would gladly come back.